Hi, I'm Dark Shades, and this is a kind of a funny kind of subject, but I was drawn to talk about it, so that's what I'm going to do. If you like Dark Shades, you're welcome to put the thumbs up, subscribe, share. Now, this video is about how do you get a man to love you? You might think it's pretty straightforward, but there are reasons why men love women of all sorts. It's got nothing to do with the way you look. It's got nothing to do with the way you dress. It's got to do with your being and your aura. Now, men typically are attracted to women who are feminine. And feminine doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have a frilly little dress on, high heels, seams at the back of your stockings, earrings, lipstick. It doesn't mean that. Feminine is that part of a woman that knows how to make a man feel like a man. She knows how to make that man feel like a knight in shining armor. And she does that by lowering her tempo. She does that through not allowing herself to be taken advantage of or like a doormat, but she does give the man the light. She does allow him to have the light or the limelight. So it's about being the type of woman that is quite compromising, not compromising your values, but if you don't like something, it's about talking it through and saying, maybe we can sort this out in a different way and come to some kind of understanding. It's about being willing to talk things through in a calm voice. Another thing about femininity is the softness of the voice, the tenderness. You see, when men think about a woman nagging, it's about her tone, and it could be her body language. But you could say to your partner 3 times, you haven't taken the bin out, babes. And the next time you can say, oh, don't forget to take the bin out, babes. And the 3rd time you can say, oh, babes, the bin is supposed to go out on Thursdays. You're not nagging. And he probably will start chastising himself and say, oh my God, she's asked me 3 times now. Why can't I remember? Sometimes with what is going on now, we think men don't have anything to do. We think that because they're sitting at home, they're not really thinking about anything. They're just dossing. But men who are men will be trying to work out a way where they can do something, where they can make themselves useful. Unless, of course, you've got a serious person who's not into doing anything, is just an out and out slob. Then that, well, I don't know what to say about that. But we're talking about, the general person that you're in a relationship with, and you want him to love you, and how to reignite that love. Sometimes you can be in a relationship and the love is dead, or the love is gone down, or it seems boring. And I always say it's about going on a date again, or pretending you're on a date. Just because you're living with somebody doesn't mean he has to know everything about you. Doesn't mean you have to be predictable. Doesn't mean you have to be reliable. Men talk about they love reliable women. Reliable women are boring. Boring. A man calls his woman and every minute she'll pick up. That's bloody boring. As much as men think that they like that, men like a little bit of, challenge. You need to challenge your man in order for him to love you and start, igniting something that has been dead for years. He needs some uncertainty. He can't just have you there and take you for granted. So you need to be in that position where you can make him feel a bit unsteady. Hang on a minute. That's unlike so and so. She's not normally like that. She normally picks up my phone straight away. What's going on? Do that 2 or 3 times. Oh, no. Something's definitely going on. What can be going on? No. The man will be there racking his brains. And he'll start thinking about you and start looking at you in a different light. And he'll start thinking about what he's done or what he may have done that's kind of made you act differently. But it's all in the name of him falling in love again. Because if you are always there, if you're always reliable, he doesn't get a chance to find out what he's missing, or he doesn't get a chance to appreciate you. You're there. Whereas if you're not available, and I'm not saying make yourself deliberately available, find something for door, but if you're not available, it gives him a chance to think, bloody hell, I wonder if she's met someone. And then they start thinking, boy, my wife ain't that bad looking, When she puts herself together, she looks pretty good. And I've noticed she has been wearing a bit of makeup recently. I wonder if she's met somebody at work. Oh, I've got to start pulling my socks up. And you'll notice the difference. They'll start maybe asking you a few questions. You can be evasive. Don't be upfront. It's a little game. The same games that they play. It's a little game. It's a harmless game. He asks you, oh, so I called you. You didn't pick up. Oh, sorry, babes, my battery must have died. But I called you 3 times. I know. You know what, darling? I put it on silent because I was in a meeting. Put it on silent, so didn't you see my missed calls? I did, sweetheart, but, I knew I was going to see you soon, so I was just going to wait and see you and talk to you in person. He's going to bloody be freaking out. But he's going to be thinking, no, that's not right. That's not my baby. That's not how she operates. She always answers my calls. She never misses a call. She's always there. So what's going on here? And he'll start racking his little brains. And the more he racks his brains, the more he realises how much he loves you. And sometimes you don't even have to do anything. Sometimes the love is just there, but it's just gone dormant. It's just gone dead because everything is so predictable. And you need to do things that are different. You can't just be doing the same thing over and over again. Being that predictable person that they can call whenever and know that, oh yeah, you're on the other end of the phone. There has to be times that you take out for yourself and think, this time is for me. I'm not even going to tell anyone. I mean, if you've got little young children, it's totally different. But I mean, provided your children are grown and so just you and your husband, or you and your teenage kids, or you and your mid-20s or mid-30s kids, you have time, or you should have time to take out for yourself and say, look, I am going. I don't have to say anything to anyone. I'm just going to say, look, hon, I'm going to be gone for maybe a couple of days. Couple of days? Yeah, just a couple of days. I just need some time to myself, babes. I just need some time out. I'm absolutely shattered. I'm just going to go to a spa. I mean, you can't bloody do that now, can you really? But I'm just going to go to a spa and I'm just going to chill out for a couple of days. I mean, there's stuff in the freezer. You and the children can put some stuff together. I just really need some time out. Start racking his brains. And you're not angry. You're not being obstructive. You're being helpful. You're letting him know there's food in the freezer. You're telling him where everything is, just in case he doesn't know. But you're taking your life back. And there's nothing more attractive than a woman who has her own life. A woman who is doing her own thing. There is nothing more attractive to a man. When a woman has put her life on hold and she is just beholden to the man, and she's always there and reliable. After a while, it does get boring. It's an admirable trait, but it gets boring. The man will find it boring after a while. Men are a creature of habit. They're hunters. They need to be looking. They need to be on the lookout. They want what they can't have. And that's why, there's an art in being unavailable in a relationship. There's an art in paying hard to get in a relationship where the two of you are already together. You're already together, and yet you can still create that uncertainty without being disrespectful, without being, obstructive. You can do that. There's an art to it. And that's all I'm saying. If you want to know what the art is, you'll have to look at my video. But anyway, I thought I'd just put that out there, and I hope you find it useful. Bye-bye.